Happy Tuesday, beautiful souls, wherever you are on this phenomenal planet. It is time for Shift Your Thinking Daily, where we transform our inner experience to a phenomenal outer experience for now 10 minutes of our day. We do it together. Before we jump into today's message, let's go ahead and take a couple deep breaths, move around the energy, release the tension, open up ourselves to receiving and just being blessed. With that being said, let's go ahead and breathe in. Follow me. And out. Breathe in. And out. Woo! All right. Hashtag your mood. How are you feeling? Me, I'm feeling tremendous. Tremendous. Hashtag drop in the comments below. How are you feeling? Let me know. Say hi, say hello if you're new to me. Welcome. My name's Puerto. I'm an international speaker, public educator, agent trainer, creator and founder of Real Estate 100 Youth Foundation, Property Owners EDU, Ready Set Real Estate, the Real Estate 100 book series, and a plethora of online courses, webinars, workshops, both online and offline. I am also launching the Ready Set Real Estate offline events. To learn more about becoming a member, visit readysetrealestateclub.com. Again, if you're an industry professional looking to be an industry professional and you are looking for a place to call home, to be supportive, access to coaches, guest presenters, market trends, updates so you can stay on top of your game, including trainings on social media tips and different how-tos, you want to be part of this because also it's important that we are caring for ourselves as people. So this is more of a holistic approach for you as an industry professional where you get to collaborate and connect with industry people that are like-minded and are seeking success and also doing away with this myth called balance. It's just peace. Is what you're aiming for is peace and success in what you do and in your career, in your family, in your money, in your relationships, in your spirituality. So I'm really excited about that because again, there's nothing like it right now. You can be part of tons of organizations like I myself am, but they're all very driven in one avenue, right? Raising money and putting more money into the pot of the organization and providing you with, series of events and workshops throughout the year, which is great. Oftentimes you have to pay for those, but where do you get supported as a professional? And so with the club, we are also going to be doing vacation abroad and exploring real estate in other countries. That's going to be part of our exclusive member access that will be hosting retreats and summits abroad. So passport required. Join today, readysetrealestateclub.com. All right. With that being said, you are tuning in to Shift Your Thinking, which is a bonus series on my channel. And we are covering 200 ways to improve our lives out of Dean Del Sesto's Shift Your Thinking book. And we are now on episode 147. And I am captioning this episode Hard to Quit. And I really appreciate this because I am really stretching myself. I'm doing now Shift Your Thinking daily. I do monthly webinars third Saturday of each month. I am now hosting 3 events per month. And that's all real estate events. And of course with lead generating, prospecting, managing my day-to-day business as an active licensed real estate professional. I'm also a speaker, I'm also a trainer. And so I'm really stretching myself. And one of the big projects, and I have 2 big projects, really 3, and that's the Property Owners EDU conference, which I'm hosting my first conference with over 100 attendees. And this is for homeowners of all level. Why? Because I'm seeing there is a disconnect in advocating, supporting homeowners with information they need post getting the keys, albeit they purchased the property themselves or they inherited through personal estates. So there's a lot that goes into home ownership, and I'm looking to do something very unique with this conference. And so there's 10 sessions, keynote speakers, a luncheon that we're providing, a networking luncheon, and getting connected with like-minded individuals and people that can be a resource that you can have in your pocket, that you can access when you get in situations that you are unfamiliar with. Because once you get keys, that's wonderful. but post getting keys, now the property is yours, or the multi-units are yours, or the buildings, or you're looking to scale, and there's all these regulations, there's all these things happening. You ask yourself, what do I do next? And that's what Property Owners EDU is all about. So register. If you're out of state, you're welcome to attend propertyownersedu.org. That has me stretched. Why? Because it's also a benefit for Real Estate 100 Youth Foundation. The proceeds we raise for that goes towards a win-win-win. We get to feature businesses, we get to support homeowners, and we get to bring awareness to Real Estate 100 Youth Foundation, which is our country's first real estate focused nonprofit, where we teach ages 11 and up real estate literacy, terms, concepts, and careers as an alternate pathway to success. Have I thought about quitting? Yes, right? Because I'm self-funding. My family, friends, those of you who support me are putting into that pot. We can do so much more if we just had so much more awareness. And all I invite you to do is tell somebody, share with somebody, say, hey, check this out, and donate in any way possible. If you don't have time now to volunteer, that's perfectly fine. We definitely can use monetary support to continue to run the programs. And so as I'm looking at what I'm doing, I'm challenged with the outcome of the results. So let's jump into this message. He says, trying to quit something before you have something to replace it with is futile. He says, quitting something can be easier if you have a genuine replacement part. We all have things we'd like to quit. If you have things you'd like to quit, press 1. Me, I'll press 1. I have things I'd like to quit, but I can't even quit even if I try. Y'all, I'm serious. He says jobs, addictions, relationships, bad habits, quirks, fears, and more. Much more, he says, but quitting isn't easy. And quitting on quitting something is more the norm than persisting through the pain of transformation. He says, personally, and I speak from experience, I've always felt it nearly impossible to break away from addiction, stronghold, or habit unless I replace it with something that's of equal or greater value to me. That's exactly one of the techniques that I have been using, is when I think about quitting, I start creating something. I get working on it. If I don't want to work on that project because it's too difficult or it's too challenging mentally, because that's what's happening, you're reprogramming your mind. None of these projects are causing me physical pain, but what's happening is stretching and it's challenging my ego. I don't like to ask for help, and I think I put my soul in a phenomenal position to ask for help doing nonprofit work, because that's what nonprofit work is, asking for help. So me asking for help on conferences, workshops, webinars, collaborations, it's putting my soul into a position that I came here to learn and stretch myself. Why? Because we can get so much further, right? You want to go alone, you want to go I forget the saying right now, but you know what it is. If you're listening, go ahead and type it out. But the end of it says you want to go further, go together, right? He says, the idea of stopping any behavior without a new vision to focus on will drive the never-ending mental conversation of, I need to quit this, but this, quit what, this, this. He says, unfortunately, the quit this without another option strategy acts as a perpetual reminder to focus on the breakdown, not on a replacement. He says, like an engine, whatever parts break down needs to be replaced with a part that is equal or greater in performance to keep the engine running. He says, for example, the commitment to move away from pornography to have a great sex life with your spouse, or to move away from gluttony to get in the best shape of your life, or to quit drugs or to have a clear mind for the future, for future vision. He says having a vision replacement part that is greater than any breakdown in our life is a tool to pull us away from the breakdown we're in and draw us into new perspectives, new value, and new relationship. He says, in other words, the more effort you put forth with the new thing, the more you'll detach from the old. He says it's not a guarantee, but consider the upside. Even if you hold on to the old thing, which will eventually get dealt with sometime, you still get the value of investing in the new thing. With that being said, I invite you to think about that one thing you want to quit. And think about a way that you can creatively replace it with a new vision, a new opportunity. It's just restructuring and reprogramming the mind. And for me, I take it in parts. So, have a productive and powerful day.